because there were sections we were Cybersecurity Act anymore about crana. So yeah, the no more crime sentence about 25 years or so.
Yes, sir.
So yes, serious offense. And now omolaki omoye and so ma fan crana pictures ama. They only stated the information. And no na ama oma form where the one crana side. So mutimi the passport ne beto abont you try and say beto abont ya. No de nko omo case pa. No de enka odobro ni kra betimi ahodi omo wa Germany easy. No kra nko won fa magana. Obetimi apelo ye bia obeje omo ho adwuma o ama omo pension nyina omo de atwiaka.
We say no da woni ebo Ghana info channel no so ameso sadaroma obe subscribe e dia na fi so wa click e notification bell no se basa na update bia no wo e na wodi kan a won sa ebeke bi na wo hu de e trend e social media no e so sansa dan de nyina no e se bebre na e na ya na e baba Ghana info de de no kro mu nko am e ne de e baba so nya dofo e ne hyefo e na video bi e trend kam ho ne ko hwe bimbra
you know omo commander registry for normal commander no what the why so say no then the commander himself will walk you to a unit no do akoma ho you say akwa we case in there was here kwachi nipa ne sisi anya so nipa ne bedwane enya sa na ye normal case bi a crime bi akoso oba bi a okura bi kura unu nipa ko no commit crime no but you still want to report to the police and I say unim say nipa no ni ba bi akọ ndwane a it will go through the mail, go through all the stages before it gets to an investigator. And usually it takes about 2 weeks. And then I will do investigator. Investigator in petition now. Because any one wako direct, no your phone number to contact you. So if you don't have a phone number on the petition, or GIA, no, they are sharing a draw. No, I can't share a commander say, okay, so petition your phone number ni so. No, I a station diary mu say I was referred this petition from Miami, but it didn't come with the phone number, so I cannot and I don't know where the person is, so I can't contact the person, not the petitioner. So it will lie there till wow be follow up. To follow up, normally who now go follow up, no need baby. So you go to the office, I would call submit here at the end. No matter what, as a petition we and normally you file they will make you a copy. It is a copy no now they be call. I could follow up. No matter so quick sa unit where you go to the unit now unit commander na say the amount mercy. Then your friend Richard petition na ya demand na friend nipa number one number ti no wako nipa no. Ukoshia na dey na obe show statement. Obe interview. Wo bisaw. What say what you told no police no be crab no me normally na dey me say I even do case abana who as complainant na I set questions for you because who answers na the be investigation until no me nya petition na settle questions or petition so until obana sa wo so wa obetro statement I give you the questions to answer. So in investigation you see 4 W's and 4 husbands and 1 wife. So 4 husbands and questions how, when, this are all those questions. Then you answer them. And also that when I say me see when now actually on this date at about this time I had a call from who? So another W from Massimesi. That's what. And so I'll give you all the who and how questions you answer. So Obetro statements ni baby, you know. Now I'm all the clues I'm the investigations in. So the who will give me nipa na who so no na committee offense no. The how will give me how or committee offense no. The when will give me time I will say nipa no committee offense no. The where will give me baby or committee offense no. So oma me say questions, oma me those answers in your statement. Who nipa na be complaint no. In your complainant statement. Afi ne mabusa was okay. Who are your witnesses? Another W. So you tell me oma you are dancing for. Then I'll write their names, I'll write their contact. They will also be in your statement. Just ask me I will try. Ask me see we di who dance here.
Yeah.
Inti mi ja o ma okwa the next meeting between me and your witnesses. Na my invite you almost so ba na ma ji almost say remember say case no e ba na say ye ni clear evidence circumstantial, so we take a statement from as much as nkofo a wo feel some idea or knowledge about the case, you take it and you link the pieces together until
Mame lawyer
yes sir,
investigator ni ayi mame ma example bi na fa ye nto ayi bi ma ye say obi nu awu no buy o se wonya eyewitness report. Eyewitness ne say omuku no na papa bi a na danfo ba ho obaye obopono musaman bi no. 2 wonya coroner's report any magistrate any police report e kire say sa nipa yi okoyi twa scan no mo no pane ewie ne pane no ema ne honam ye ne basabasa nti omde ne ko hospital no ko wuye. And a third report any say oba ba ko ka no ho oba no say owu hospital wasan ka se bia oba bema no ewu ofie na omo papa no omde ne ko hospital odi ane to nchen a papa bi omo frɛ no Mr. Joseph watina TV so aka say papa no wu ebia a human error na MPB so aka say ni wu na se hwehwem enti me ma onipa ebia Esther Rahel Mama Infante, Madame for Sandeman near Selifu, and I dress to Numina Kahon. Mina met me actual the investigate and answer with this issue, no. Say nice and can go about.
Okay, so I'm to make us say, yeah, Beji statement. So, Mamma, this magic statement, no. Maybe we are magic complainer statement, I just witness statement. So, Mamma, to me provide me witnesses are fine. So, when to me, I'm provide there. Then, me as an investigator, I was saying, I may investigate police phone, sorry. Enko inviting kofobi keke because police ni yeje empirical evidence too much circumstantial na some obika. So ebe wa police rely on medical reports, autopsy. And you know, first thing what the police will do, they say, oh by no woman, maybe I will do petition about say investigating na. Oh by no me who ne petition, they by no say she wouldn't state in the petition say. My papa ni wufi because no abeka say oni say papa ni wu bank hospital.
Ayo.
So
I know na am I cry confused?
Yes. So the police will write a letter to the bank hospital. And until America said the woman should the other time was saying it either on in honey blossom engagement so and say I think say Akosua say somebody should tell the woman, say ye betimi, yadrun betimi arrest no, to write a letter to the police headquarters and demand for police report. Or demand for because yeah report to police headquarters. So one be the police will make a movement on the docket. Okay. And the movement is what I'm talking to you about. What the police will do, they say. They will write a letter or in your statement, no, they will when questions in Nabi, we now one man a clue say any panoko ha. One man a date or look, and that is the information the police will use to write the letter. Okay. So police will write a letter to the bank source and say, as way, ye penny full medical reports. You pay a copy of the folder.
Death certificate and
the death folder. No, the hospital will not release it unless by a court order.
Demand. Oh, okay.
Unless by a court order, the police will go to court, swear an affidavit, and serve it on the hospital for the folder to be released.
Okay.
And the police will go through. Now, then they will come to a conclusion. The investigator, the investigator will make a submission on the docket and go and give it to the commander. And the content of the submission will be say, that's a Yamami case way. The Yamami case, magistrate statement of free asimesi, magistrate statement of free asimesi wo. Me after statement no, mature letter akoha. Na information with the mama and say papa no. That's say we are in a bar hospital. no buy or better her for 3 days. Now ya say any say ne kuna papa no kwa no obi a chronic this. Ah na bi kwa na hospital no doctors no ama no estimated period the crowd dey beko. So if the police has those information, no mo throw or throw on docket is not to command the penny. What the penny would tell the police and say, Master, this case is concluded. Put the docket down because we what are we proceeding on? Already we have answers to all the questions that that time, and your information say ni panu no obi na eku no hospital no ko wuye. So the police will not proceed with any investigation. They will put the docket down. So it behoves on you who now acquire report no to go write a letter again to the police demanding for police reports. So obey a case be that says so the police should give you a report on the stage of investigation said do. Police no after an investigation you will not control letter be because so you will have to follow up. Enti Obama police refer an investigative report. Some investigative report no. Ye be indicate e was our report police better fact. So what some be kan the investigations omo findings any conclusion. And the conclusion of the police and as our recommendation will be say the case should go to rest because nipa newu and the cause of death is known. I'm sure this lady, either she has that report or she has deliberately decided to hide whatever she's been told by the police for mischievous reasons. Because that is all it is. Police will not...
mischievous reasons, no pa. Mischievous reason, no. Because the agent say, let her now watch her no. I'm medru. And I say, let her be dra. Omo receipt be omo de mano. And I say, on so follow up. And I say, she said, yeah.
So the last time I saw the letter was without. Yes.
Okay, my lady, answer you in Pacho.
So the last time I saw the letter was without phone number.
Yes.
So now my question is how because what the petition call police headquarters are. Maybe I'll call submit some be na phone number ni wa straight away or make a choice madam throw phone number wa. It's most go for the letter ko na obo say letters no yeah depend actual phone numbers because be a winning idea say was also number. They will make you write your number on the petition.
Oh, they
other than that, they cannot follow up. Now, without the number, no class and medical can they will still refer the matter. Then you will follow up. Na police na catch us, so madam, no number ni something I am from. No, but there, to us no money was started. So that's all there is. And man can say we will have police on. One of the institutions at the whole Ghana, Jumapa. But because of one CD na ejeje wokwan, ebi mo jeje wokwan won ntino. Ya na nkofo but police adwuma. I'm telling you, say one investigator ukwa docket egu nanim. I remember 2016 bi mo baby na mitimi po na anwumre adwuma anadwo be seto makwa adwuma no pa no. Because anadwo be 6 na me ye visa cases those days. Be 6 na German embassy affair was say ya chinipa be say 20. Omu buankofo na no so what na no mo ye ne say wo do application akọ na bi a the fake documents akọ no mbe say 2 weeks time beje na oma bua sa oma she nkofo be 22 weeks time 2 weeks time 2 mu na mbakọ akogu embassy wo na oma bua ma no na oma ye the car akofo mo ukochi oma na jo
full load
yes ukochi omo say anwumre 4 ho na untimi nka so do omo kotum straight o because emra na ma ho kwan sa e wo so otutu nipa kona no o create docket many pano na o commander tro so se fa no kotum ansa na watimi dina kwa akotum ti bi wa medu fe na anajo be 12 and abayadwuma be nobody is paying you obi antua wa extra time but why adwuma from onopa 8 to anwumre 12 and so all the case come police na wo na wa ni echa masa enye nkwa docket ene da ho wo de beto be bia atwem ada ho be ba wo ba ya obi docket na pie and step or person will take ne bia or hwehwe wo dia take no woman the necessary information the policeman will take that step and we should ask the woman questions. He said also akoye case on for police report, na police ne man report on the stage a case ne do. Na ye na ye nhwe bi say police anya na adwuma yi a we will know. Ye na will come and lambast the police. The police will swire na adwuma yi so a will know. But I am sure 100% sure say
my lady Mibabeka said they keep saying say the woman went to the police, she went to the BNI and NIB said BNI and Yemfino. Yeah, and feeling like they didn't take up the case and all that. That's the news they are peddling. But I think recently one guy, I think the Gamranti actually came out saying, say, Mamino Koye case na DNA Mumuno, she left it in the care of somebody. Now was sent nipa follow up, nipa na follow up. So in this case, is it the fault of the police? And that's a man or man or mojume.
And now my question, sister, say, who case, ne binisa make us a petition kwa number answer. Police ne dia no be or docket ne beto. Who complainant, man statement, there's no way a police be take is say, who call your report to a police station, na complainant statement in Kanwa. I won't take him move be they will leave it there, copy so beba. Because they are not the best starting investigation. A complainant statement in a set investigation in motion. What's I saying? Without a complainant statement or no investigate and I don't obey. It could be so a file a petition, all right. But one ko be a man controlling statements. I didn't obey. One far witnesses be uncle. Witnesses Nedian, a bit of so we need witnesses be about one and no master crown. Questions are investigators need be busano. Or they no be proceeding even without the witnesses. So one commands answers to those questions are how will the police proceed?
Mame, who say questions be wahana be na hono de mame fa ba ko pe mimisa ba ko na fere yenko airport so be di bone kwa be fa so e be gina no ene na sefo say royal show you deal da yakoma so pa na ne sister se ne de otwere salet ne wie se ka be mko didi yo se edru police headquarters so no na free to you yenim say royal show yi ye nipa 1000 e wa ha ne pese petition NIB chire ye na atie from pacho mun follow mami mun follow lawyer mami mun follow me investigator mami pa obi am follow no
me pacho in na interpret and let's sustain that the life was some gift. For your said the more you give to the platform, the more it gets to a lot of people. TikTok I recommend it to other people. Intimate Pacho. Please kindly tap the screens, follow her, and then please kindly send the platform some gifts to sustain it. Your movie likes got 350k, 350k. Why?
So, at in criminal cases, any common action, let's say a victim no a crowd ye under age. And for example, ye defile a crowd over 11 years, na crano. E be an mamma in the papa ewa. Any pemianu be or moye of normal age, betima sorry. I could jinema ma crano. Na yali ye de asam na kokot untimi enye common to say nipa be 10 bi ntimi nye petition mu betimi the petition na call in support but no ntimi enseti a case in motion because criminal case no eye personal action more or less will be the person will have to have law what we say locus and answer capacity. Okay, locus and capacity are different there, but would they have capacity in any example? And you know, to say me need interest. If you don't have an interest in a criminal case, what will you go there to do? As a police should do an investigation. You cannot go and but case not to say murder. What we don't know about criminal case is say a bina samo enye nipa that's an idiasem. So no nipa na mobwa mo kono. If you have any information you be here, we will only use you as prosecution witnesses. I will take your statement as witnesses in the case. But you cannot go to the police station to demand anything from the police because who need interest? You are neither the suspect or the complainant.
Okay.
Police reports, only the complainant and the suspects can demand for police reports. What young as citizens, they be a bit my and say, bit much letter. I come my be a IGP say, because of the way a case near corner, you best say police or mama official statement on the case. And no, a persuasive, the IGP is not obliged. But so if you are a suspect or a complainant in the matter, what the police is obliged to give you a report because you even pay for it. I think it's 80 cedis also for the police report. And to police and farmer, you can go to court. Now, wakwaji mandemus. Na ya court no ashe. The police to give you the report.
Mandemus no montiasi. Mbacho aye order. Aye lawyer for Casa.
Na court na she police say ma no so abe case or per report woman report no waje report no by any interest we can't go for the report. No, it can't happen.
It's Rahel show for bit ma boy ho na ya chure official petition to the NIB requesting say DL ya dono na say ni atenti omo investigate bit ma yes awon
Debi.
Okay.
Intimi yes sir. Intimi a case no hodada. So almost all my report case na case no hodada. But the mumu betimi ayene say ubetimi aka say they should give you an official statement on the stage of the case. Omo investigating matter say bi omo ye case bi say. Na update. Omo mama official statement. And no company persuasive they are not obliged.
Okay. Mama ene me da se yenko the next phase. Atemni pa Ghana for man mema bi di wo social media mama. A booka nke se nke adu paragraph 3 million. And sempa and he said ma bi kunu and he say obi ayese no obi ayese. Mbacho social media no. So bi di troka se obi akun obi ne na sefo na civil matter nkwa na criminal bi nso wom na nkrofo ntko amonte sandema ha omote ama no ne mame yebetimi akofa wo aba ana kwa me ne betimi afa so menua mame.
Okay, so in cyberspace no te say normal face we hie nipa ti say me ne mo kasa yi emra no hu ni say say me ne mo te dem aye kasa. So cyberspace there, so we say in cybersecurity, say space near without territory, so it is unbounded. It's without we are in one space. So be idea even America. Na me meet ha. The American government has jurisdiction, and say no, the government or jurisdiction. It won't mean Kokasa Makokan some no German into no. Yentimi ncheme wa ha. Baby, I would be a wokan assembly be a cyberspace without boundary. A state without boundary. So baby, I'll can be any state at all information need will be they can prosecute you. About the criminality of Asamna Obekan. Let me put it on record say and some mienu metimi achemu mienu ye wa asem a obetimi aka afa wo ho adi ene ye wa asem a uka unfa wo ho ndi ti say me beka se obi agimi obi ye kwasea wo ya aboa pa nya me betwi aka those
AI so police ni lawyer back to na AI so nya betresa Instagram pacho AI odobro nyinua police ni nso nti na yanya police ni lawyer police ni investigator police ni nti na hade ebe de papa mbacho fa me lawyer mami lawyer fa chemi o ya hade AI wa ha
don't worry.
me that's it. But what was
Enti no ye wo asem no betima ka say ebechemu be mi no ye wo asem a obetima aka say me ka say okay sa ateni no unse nkofo timi be didi mahama atam wo kufa do hu tietia say da ateni no enko be bia.
Okay.
So yeah, offense be or criminal procedure anymore. Your friend actendant said the wash will be able to they be on and more tram wadapa and no misdemeanor and said that and yeah way it doesn't carry much weight. But what carries weight they say share false information about the person.
Okay.
Wow.
And now what carries weight? So when it comes to insults, if the person you are insulting it is also a crime. So the Electronic Transactions Act and Cyber Security Act. Your offenses be to say cyber stalking, sharing information about somebody without the person's consent. Your distribution of false information. So there were a lot of offenses in those have not averted their mind to it. Act no.
But Act 208 no.
No. There were 772 and we Electronic Transactions Act.
Okay.
And I were Cyber Security Act, and I think say 1030 or so. Either 1030. Yeah. So I don't know yet. A recent act dealing with all the offenses on the social media cyberspace no. Was
because your Cyber Security Act no 2020 your 10 Act 1038 2020 yeah.
Yes 1038
yeah.
Yeah,
so,
lawyer.
Yes.
Pocho mafa kakrabin twam wo hanom. Am there. Yenya section 76 of Act 777 no. Which talks about the admissibility of electronic evidence in Ghana. Yeah, kase bi oro kwado chede o. Mpocho ma me na sam no ken we delete it. Wa baba ka kan se me do me evidence bi na me
so mami nka also. Let's not go into admissibility. Let's talk about the crimes first. If we are able to do admissibility, we know after you are taking us to the court.
All right,
like we are putting the cart before the horse.
All right,
court. Admissibility a matter at the court. So we do quarter, then we speak about it. Yeah, about what conduct on the media and a bit me a crime. Mr. Rahim
Exactly.
Yeah, so then we go into admissibility. And you know, and American say, who did you be at them kwasi Jimmy anyway? Yeah, it doesn't ensure that cause much havoc. But Obeka say nipa na se bi nipa no branch. Now Obeka say bia ni no na oton na eku nipa. Ti say almost say that lumba nsu a yenom nipa moja afra. E nipa no branch. Now Obeka say sa nipa we why bibi say just to tarnish the brand no image na. And on even though it is reputational no, because it has the effect on the public. Now a bit me cause fear. So what defines the publication of false news no fear and panic. So the content of content now are created on social media no, the effect should be fear and panic. So what you say, if it has that effect, then the police can arrest you and prosecute you for publication of false news.
Wow.
So
and no me pacha my lady. No. Does it need somebody to go to the police and then lodge a complaint and so that police not are taking it on? And I say if the police even hears it randomly, they can take action.
So it depends on the extent of the panic bebano. To say obi ko jina obi o channel person no obi aya announcement say yes say echna Sankara overpass ebe dwiragu na nkofo the science bi aba. That information has the effect on nkofo more stretching so nyina the whole of Accra. Police can go and arrest without obiako complaint.
Okay.
But
They said them we no one.
yes, they said no one. So if the effect is on the group, let's define who is the public. Public na ye enipa kakra bia betima not the whole Ghana. So me name a family, any people around me, me family, me come name a family, me name a family what United States ya, any me family what Ghana. They all constitute the public. So if you give out an information, it will have an effect. So I was not me ye case bia so focus be report it here, yeah, maybe. The boni deal will be very popular. And not offense, no, yeah, publication of false news. So now the lawyer argument, they say, panic, panic, where is the public? So in the judge's opinion, no, public, will be our family members, they are members of the public. So if the statement has the effect of causing fear and panic to your offense na the no civil. It is not civil because the fear any panic ashe odobro ni na busuafo mu, so they can arrest for. So if they are charging him for publication of false news cracker best suffice and I bet me say be okase ye be ku ye be man kofo abaye wo say no threat of harm. And threat of harm, no, they look at. So I teach criminal investigations at the depot. Na make sure me. So I am some na American. I am going into it. Said I make sure my dear. I'm telling you the elements of offense na they be charging the panel. It is say you're charging the panel with.
Nyoma machero wa hase no. Unko na me banya bottom yensa.
And it say a threat of harm. Normally, they look at the capacity of the person or warmer threat. Does he have the ability to to ensure that the harm is committed, to implement the harm? Judge, who will be a sikawa on some who won't call for you can order them around. The offense will be proved. It's yes, you're charging for threat of harm or your bogus cow and so it's much man called for me committing harm. No? So the judge will look at all those elements and indicators and say whatever you said on the social media, no, it caused fear and panic to the public. One, say you establish a threat of harm. You also have the capacity to carry out the harm. And say you use the Electronic Transactions Act. They be almost charging for almost false misinformation. I have not looked at that section. Okay, so I will not know the elements. No, so the court will look at those elements. There, the Obekasha will say a civil matter. No, because money be a nipa na yentro. You so motem kache nipa na say who. Who because case bia what civil side and our criminal side, even though not all cases most of the cases, because marital case or court you need a criminal side, and let's say a domestic violence but stealing you want the part what civil mu. To say publication of false news in the part of civil muye the defamation, the law of defamation. So that part so we'll shift to that part and on uncle for kase and can say a charging or with a civil. So why would they? But the civil side now American. Most of the civil cases no it has me the go be a court. You didn't call for civil land disputes. You didn't call for nipa didn't call courts for double sale of land. Say and a friend is saying
or
and yes, I holding in criminal ways for not so your crime. So even though you can go and over call for restitution, either a court no emphasize name back or injunctive go for no assas no. So the police can hold whoever sold the land to you grantors no. For double sale of land. But the action see be you call for free soon waiting now it will be civil. So mo obi another no say metimi aye obi bone wa happen so afa me ho adi because civil. It is not civil.
Mami misa we. What did nkura obi adidi nkura atem. Obi di nkura passport abetudwa nkura yi nyina ya under age. Waska say yebeko mufi akochechire omo na ya ye omo sei. Na yasaka say we yenim we on ne kun we ni kunu ma we nyina ya civil ana say papa criminal kan. Oh,
nkura ne de nkura say medical ka say nkura ne de no kware a serious offense because there were sections we were cyber security act anymore about nkura na say there no bo omo crime say sentence na about 25 years or so.
Yes.
So yes, serious offense. Na omo lucky omo ye ne so omo afa nkura na pictures ama. They only stated the information. No na ama o ma form ho adi won kra ne side. So mutimi the passport ne beto abonti twa ne say beto abonti a. No de nko o case pa. No de nka odobro ni kra betimi ahodi o mo Germany easy. No kra nka mo fa magana. Ko betimi apelo ya bia obeje o mo adwuma o ama o mo pension nyina o mo de atuaka. Because cyber way no UN treaty most of nations are signing about cyber crime information data protection act and privacy laws no across board baby and Ghana laws is almost the same as what is in the US, what is in the UK and maybe Germany. And even Europe laws are more stricter chain liberal states no. In Crown the end day, almost lucky. So I was even saying it on Ghpagetv say, we are lucky say o man fan crown pictures ama. Okay, say mommy we Frida bed there almost said they should bring it. They couldn't bring it. I think they were advised.
But Sister Frida dear, omo de ono ne ma ne nyoma nyina be gu abonte say.
Anti ono Frida no. Okay, so enu tin also wa kokodro so oba Ghana because and no put your mama call say diabetes. So let's
Mama police another wa bom. Sedu betie mrasem bra. Mama.
Yes,
na so obi aye nyoma we nyina na o ye boga. Na so wo tu kwan a. Kwan be na e be fa so se be gina nipa no. Na chena bi wamfa ho wa anko. Ana se ye chi nipa no a krata bi wo ho e de be ka se ye ma wo nko. Ana se police timi gina na se ya chiw keke na se ya man.
Okay, so me can start with arrest. Police powers of arrest. Meeting baby say. So let me say it. Say unya more questions and kwana me answer some of the misconceptions that what happen also. Meeting baby say yes say and ye coach no cry yes and fa court warrant. Ye warrant can and no more the coach no and at the end let me put it on record say. Police has unlimited powers of arrest.
Gosh.
Police has unlimited powers of arrest. Police can arrest with or without warrant. And police can arrest on suspicion. So, and sister, Rahe nam wan ho fefefe or nam kwa ho. Ne bia we shia papa bi na at once na Rahe subayan sesa. Ase oye no ho te say de obi a wawi ade ase bi ko oye no ho say wato ne nante e kofa fast me police na me gina wa meti ma chia Rahel aka che say Rahel you are a suspect. Me I am arresting you on suspicion of having committed an offense of stealing because me police in my reasonable mind no I feel say conduct na che say wawi ade. So make a chair Rahel say may arrest you on suspicion of committing stealing. Mebusa Rahel, do you have anything to say? If you have something to say, you can say it or decide not to say it because you have the right to remain silent. But let me tell you, whatever you say shall be used against you in the court of law. And you have the right to a counsel of your own choice. You say, Rahel, I can tell you, say, call your lawyer, say, my child, me, they will go police station, free lawyer, me will write, say, me, to my phone, a few minutes. Now, me know, I go police station. And I say, what you run me? Unkuta phone, me police, no. I was saying, me, them phone, me, them number, mount, me phone, mount, now the free lawyer. Now, catch him, say, we need lawyer. Uni lawyer meeting aka say okay, nyese meeting aka mra ne kire say uni lawyer o say me ma wo frɛ o relative. Ti meeting ma wo frɛ o minu em asimesi ya chi me police say wo hwɛ me a me wi ade nti o de me ko police station wa ha na me de wo kɔ. Eno no ya arrest without warrant. Police betimi so achiw. Police so betimi achiw without not necessarily say a suspicion no. But obi a report case etiaw. Now her case na case we dey ebewom. Obetimi abeche without going to court for a warrant.
Ma me misa way.
So the warrant, let me say, the warrant no was made for cases my friend say I want to say police need too sure. So we usually use a warrant for politicians. Because the entire use warrant no for politicians they say a normal case most of them ni say scandalous. Ebi oha obi person or be a catch powers nti na the person use warrant no just to cover yourself. Any use warrant for enkofo a omowo essential services. That is what the law uses. So obi ejuma or ECG, obi ejuma or Ghana Health Service, obi ejuma or fire service. The court will have to give you a warrant. You serve the warrant on Nipana boss. Say together with the letter say Nipano yehiano. Na say Nipano is on duty near man replacement. This ena uhia warrant and also to serve it on parliamentarians.
Okay.
But parliamentary you untimi nkonko just was serve warrant no on the speaker na release no. But the obi too pan you need the warrant. The reason why you need the warrant is say the stakes are high. And no obi too pan will try tickets. Because any pan onye Ghanaian citizen. So let me put it here. Oh, chief foreigner. It be a foreign mission. Obi a foreign mission. Untimi channel without a warrant. You have to arrest the person with a warrant. So nipa need too pan. Oh no, untimi nkojina airport 247. Was at that point we delegate powers of arrest to immigration. Let's say immigration for some more powers of arrest. But police for now constitution in my powers to arrest. Absolutely. Emma police unlimited powers to arrest. Inti me no person immigration officer na arrest na mame. The immigration officer also onya bibi bon ho ban. And police no or the powers onya absolute when it comes to nipa freedom. Nipa freedom, nipa your rights no, your courts then they safeguard. That is why we go to court for warrant. And we don't go there kekese court mame warrant. What we do is here warrant book you do an affidavit. Now what the warrant book na ka home. Now I swia affidavit to the judge explaining the reason why I was opesa watching the power. Na judge na sign a warrant na ma. Now I stamp it. Now the warrant no. Ako together with the letter, obecho letter. Ato so akoma the Comptroller General Ghana Immigration Service. Say asimesi we. Why boni say ni na yaje warrant. No wa attach warrant no. Wo nipa na picture no wa attach. Wo need full the passport details no wa attach. But wo need the passport details now wo ni din nko ampa obetimi attach. One a picture nkwa na woni ni din kra onye hwe din bi a wo bia obetimi attach. Now wo de o letter na ka ho. Na wa submit am no controller no de be call ni exit ni entry point na including the airport. Na wa kire say asimesi we oduru ho a. Monfa na nka ye wo so you have something we call stop list. Near the nipa ni din akoshem. So passport no do automatically na red light as also. Na immigration officer for na befa. Ni afraid police ni abefa.
Okay.
And that stop list near the auto so a betima da ho years ye nchewa ye nyi within film. See immigration office immigration for the stop list ma wa bebre bi mu kura u. Because bi o tu kwan wan san ma bi because we di bone wo Ghana. Me guy be am ye de ne bre me na me de ne stop list at 2 airport bear 5 years. E ba yakwana me hu docket no. Because for complainant nkwa na yesu wo. Enti ni nua bi na bae. Na nipa na medina to what enti no just say ya investigation to say ya na court we na court akase munko yi ni din because ya court na ma ya sa power na say mfa no nkoto na court na akase okay munyi ni din free list nim na afi yakotwa ni ya the letter court controller asimesi we yesi munyi ni din free list ni ya yi ni din afim enye sa eno nso nche say without the warrant ujina airport ayintimi mecho ujina airport yebetimi abachi the only place uruma ayintimi nkoche without a warrant embassy because embassy a foreign a extension of the country. American embassy will go Roma wako America. Ahoy America. 2P babonti. So uko do airport. Na say police need to say ujina airport without a warrant to beat my becho. So omunya so omunu omo platform say na police ko che no ni warrant. Police ko che won so no ni warrant. So let run man of 48 hours with or without warrant. The police can keep you for 48 hours.
Ma say police show Friday 48 no Saturday na 48 and I say you be kind working day
Sunday nyum na Sunday court in adwuma
ajay
so you do be court Monday
Mami ayi confusion
Mr. Alex bacho we dem dey tell mama bisa me question
bacho bisa
say if you are on a stop list na say udu airport na you stop wa do they need to provide you with the warrant I did chill and sana wama police na fawako and now say what are the procedures?
So Udu airport na say police two things say police is the warrant na actual immigration officer na for na akra the warrant in becho say maame police because warrant no copy no immigration officer for no to me becho say maame police pe watch until stop you until from ba be fa by a chill without a warrant on variant police bit macho warrant only warrant to bit macho I am running a man said to me and say or suspect is why bonnet and now onim say why bon so the police can arrest on suspicion and answer onim say why am an who and I won't man whom put no suspect you bit my becho with or without warrant yeah.
Okay, because now one of the things are not circulating. Pacho other boni pacho meba. One of the things na circulating was the fact na nipa ni chain no crime puno ye hu warrant bia omo de court.
Police is not obliged to show you any warrant. Police ni warrant ni uniform ni ID card ni dina ya throw one no warrant. But say na the court so let me make this difference here. Ye chill now police station or ye suspects. Would you do court or ye accused person? Accused person they say we are under the powers of the courts. We are under the powers of the courts. Inti no so udwania. What jumpy court bill? Inti no it is the judge who will give the police what we call bench warrant. That warrant is different from arrest warrant. So bench warrant a court none the sign the mount. Na police they are coaching pano. Mati de ahanase. So they do court every no. O she court nase. Udwane a eno nye police never ba becho necessary police never ba becho but police in here 2 minutes from court a friend a bench warrant. And say they say amen. 21st number court na wa ama. Police be court can check court and say papa na ama. Na maame na amo na court akase mum fa no sureties na emra court bi a next month ana say mum fresh sureties ni musa o mo say me ka sureties asa mo ti ase sureties ko sign e bail the man no the next court date no sureties no omo so antimi amfa na ama police be what we call recognizance forfeiture. So forfeiture and also another form of a police for motion, kind of motion. No more they are called to court name. And also affidavit motion. Ombe attach affidavit HSA. As soon as you man bill say when you win a grant be grant man say obeba and wama. It's police for no request say ye nipa we no court and show no mun kofa namra. so man timi amfa na amba within this period no na yen strict bond no wo mo so nti no court ne beti o manu masam no obisa na nipa na mo be gina man no owo hen no obi aka na se na court na aka so ke bien mamo 2 weeks that's it mo fa na mra na ya mo omko 2 weeks ni do no ma na court na aka so okay police never hear application okay o man timi amfa na ma so yes court ne say o mo strict bond no wo no so yeah strict bond na scanner de 23 so no the court will order them to pay the money. And so 100,000 that my minute so. Oh, sure, it's now by signing, and so 100,000 that would so to each of them will be made to pay 200,000. Omutu yes scan away na court na yi omo free case ni mu. Then he declare Emma as a wanted person.
Okay, my lady Bacho, wait a minute. Guys, we are not tapping and people are reporting the live. Me Pacho. Yeah, tap it. Let's all tap the screens. Someone said the gifting has been suspended. No. My lady Bacho, you are not part. Yeah, what's on it there? We are not to tap. It's the people that are watching. I know saying they don't like it until they are reporting the live. Me Pacho, you tap the screens. Let's
my yes 600,000. Pacho will be untyping. Bacho.
And then Yentro be nice about the life because I don't know.
Good life. Na yemo waprenu kakra. Bo nyom kakra na yen type ndru 600,000. Why? Obi antre F1. Na ene de esua de. Me masin Sejo akwaba na odobro nyini aso me na akwaba pa DL so ne na wa ha. Information de my no mpacho ano de panti. Bo nyom baako. Ana waprenu ho de ana se emre no beso ha. Emre no beso abebo what's the right pacho boss anyum no na yin na yen tap 600,000 emre no beso a
from pacho yin na yen tap why pacho yen tap na go for report it okay
aye twan nyum no onya nom lumba nsupa no bia wache ye kan se waje wo de wo se magimedie ka ba ko pe na Ghana nyina yefro Shaxi app Shaxi eho na Ghana nyina yefro drivers no safety omo fa ni agro jewelry e share star wa ho pebia but of a number na screen so after DL legacy ne kura honam ye wo ya pe male popa paswe draw store bia wo Ghana okwa also pe boa for wantement so why ready ayenko
yeah okay everything from pacho yin na yen.
Watch on YouTube.
All right. Let's all tap, okay?